Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. As part of the today's session, let us see a brief introduction about a variable and as well as how to define a variable in Swift. Usually, we know that a variable is a memory location where in which we can store some value in any programming language, right? So in Swift, we can define where variable name is equal to value, which means that num is a variable and the value that you are storing inside that is 1,000 basically. Okay, in Swift, we are using where a keyword to declare variables. That's fine. Let's come back to the editor and let us create a simple program. So I'm just copying this function syntax for now. And here, where number colon. So if you can see out the syntax here, where number colon, if at all you want to define a data type, then you will be defining a colon. For suppose, if at all you want to assign a value to a particular variable directly, you will be using an equal operator. So here, where num is equal to 100 that I have defined here. So I have created, the function name as this one basically, and where number is equal to 100, that's what we have created. Perfect. In Swift, basically, there are some rules while creating this particular variables. So what are all those rules means? The variables must start with either a letter or an underscore or a dollar sign. So it means here a number or underscore or even a dollar sign. Any one of these three is correct basically. You can define a variable with any one of these three. So I can start defining a variable just by using that name itself, or I can start with an underscore, or even I can append a dollar out over there. The different way of creating a variable here is, let me comment this line, where number, it is of an integer type, and this number we are assigning a value as a 10. So maybe we can use print num. I'm just printing this name. So whenever I'm executing this particular function, whatever the number value is there, it's going to print that particular value, which is a 10. So it means we can directly define a variable just by assigning a value using an equal to operator, or we can use a colon, and here you can specify the data type, and of course using an equal operator even you can assign a value to that particular variable. So whenever you are defining in the first way, your compiler will understand that you are defining an integer data into that. So the compiler will be taking care about that particular decision. And the first rule we have studied, which is the variable will start with a directly name or an underscore or a dollar. And the second rule is you cannot define any variables with a number ahead. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 1x, 2x, 3x, something like that. You cannot define a variable. And of course, in Swift, these variables are of a case sensitive. So it means it will consider small a as a different variable and uppercase a as a different variable. Swift consider these two as a two different variables here. Perfect. Done the deal. And the next point here is a constant. A constant is a special type of a variable for which the value cannot be changed. Okay, the value for this constant cannot be changed. So in order to define a particular constant, I'll be using this let. So let me come back here. Let me comment out these lines of a code, whatever we have created. And here, let a is equal to 5. Okay, so I'm defining a as a 5 and print a. So I was just printing this particular a. So this is what a constant is that we have assigned. And now a is equal to Okay, I'm just defining a is equal to 10 and print a again. As said that if you have a define a constant, basically you cannot change the value. So here the compiler itself is saying that a is a let and it is a constant. Basically it will not let you to change the value to this particular constant again. Okay, it will not let you to change this a constant again. Perfect. Done the deal. This is a brief introduction about the variables and as well as a constants in this Swift programming language.